Alright, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises unto YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and shalom to my YAHAWAH who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this final captivity. Slakia. This is Brother Kawaka coming at you with another lesson. Kind of flowing, talking about some current events, but also kind of flowing through the spirit. Alright? Slakia, bear with me. But basically, what I heard today was some stuff involving Elon Musk and Donald Trump. Like one of the biggest things that I keep on hearing is that the Republicans regret voting for Trump. All right, that's one of the biggest things that I've heard, that I've been hearing lately. All right, one thing that has happened that's a negative, and the reason why they regret it is that he took away Obamacare, which is basically work code for Affordable Care Act or something like that. I don't know. I don't know the term, but basically a whole bunch of veterans. There's a whole bunch of people on TikTok that were reporting and saying, I went to this pharmacy, all right, and I saw this army veteran with a MAGA hat saying that he's here to get his stuff, and then the pharmacist over the counter said, we don't accept that anymore. We don't accept your payment plan anymore because Donald Trump removed it and whatnot. And then this MAGA dude is like getting mad, like, what are you talking about? Like, I don't have money. I can't do this, that, and the third, and whatnot. All right. So, basically these people, they shot themselves in the foot. And the funny thing about that is, let me get that. It's in, I think, Sirach chapter 10 from the top. A wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered. Verse 2, as the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers, and what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein. An unwise king destroyeth his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited. All right. So basically, you have these unwise kings. All right, that's basically ruining and fucking up messing up the order of how things are being ran. All right, and one of those big things was in America is the immigration thing, where they're getting rid of so many different immigrants. All right, apparently they're going to people's work, to people's jobs. They're going to schools. They're going to, I think people's. I don't know about people's houses, but I did hear about schools and stuff like that. All right, they're just going everywhere, to pick these people up. And apparently, a lot of the people were saying that as a result of that, the economy is going to suffer for it, because lots of the people that are the homegrown or homeborn people, they don't want to do those jobs. So as a result of that, it's just like they are because they don't want to do those jobs. The natural born citizens don't want to do those jobs. As a result of that, people are, basically kind of facing scrutiny. They because they don't want to do those jobs. Natural citizens don't want to do those jobs. They're going to be out of jobs, because people in general, a lot of people today They don't want to work. All right. Lots of people are just saying, you know what? I just want to be at home. You know, I hate doing all this stuff. Like it's more work. It's more work than what it's worth. All right. No, it's like we're just living. We're just living just to work and work and to spend all these hours to do what? Just to barely get by. All right. And you know this is how Esau has made the society to just make everyone into zombies. All right, to where the only thing I even heard this one Eve saying, if you have time to watch your shows, if you have time to play video games, then you have time to go and make a side hustle. When someone else that was reacting to that basically said, well, what if I don't want to constantly be making a side hustle? I should be able to have one job, okay, my main job, and that should be enough to take care of me. But that's not the case. It's in this economy. All right, you have to. Sometimes you have to have side hustles, and what little time you have to yourself, you barely. It's like what, an hour, and then you have to go to sleep. You have to go to a 12. I even saw this one dude post on TikTok. I saw this one dude post. I just finished a 12-hour shift, so now I'm gonna go take a nap for a few minutes for my next 12-hour shift. Bro barely has some time for himself. He doesn't even have time for a proper full, like, I don't even know, 8 hours. Cause I initially when I was a kid, I heard 8 hours of sleep is what is needed for full rest. But now I'm hearing people say, oh, you can get by with just 6 hours. You can just get by with 4 hours. 4 hours is enough, and stuff like that. So I don't even know what's been going on. But in general, like, we shouldn't be. Our lives should not, carnally and spiritually, our lives should not be only about fucking working. All right, even the Lord doesn't work us like that. All right. Yes, we need to love the Lord. Yes, we need to put a lot of time in the Lord, but the Lord doesn't like work us as a freaking slave. All right. Even the Lord gave us the Sabbath day, and these people, they don't even have rest days. All right. It's just work literally every day that you have to work every day, and that's just to barely get by. All right. That's just to barely get by. All right. Like that is absolutely not living. All right. That is slavery. And on top of that, you have a lot of Issacharites that's too specific. Northern Kingdom in general, all right, that are these immigrants that are working these jobs, all right, they're basically working as slaves because these employers are taking advantage of the fact that they're immigrants and that they won't go report them if they don't pay them. All right, they're basically taking advantage of the fact that they're illegal immigrants and just paying them pennies instead of proper wages. So they get to save money off of their labor, and then they won't get reported for that stuff. So they're misusing and abusing them while their company's flourishing. The actual workers, they're suffering, they're starving, and they have to go find other sources of income. All right, which once again goes to show, the evil of Esau Edom. Let me actually get that. All right. Psalm chapter 58, verse 3, the wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. All right. So you got these devils, all right, that making these false promises, saying, oh yeah, we're gonna pay you. You're gonna get you're gonna get taken care of, this, that, and the third, and whatnot. But then, when payday actually comes, we don't have enough. We have to make pay cuts. We have to do this, that, and the third. When in actuality, they just don't want to pay you. They just want to keep exploiting you and exploiting that power dynamic. All right, but that's one thing that Esau loves to do. He loves to exploit power dynamics on people. All right, where he takes advantage and tries to get ahead on people, and then that's also why lots of Edomites, they don't want to hire other Edomites for their own companies, because they know that these devils are gonna take advantage of their position. You're gonna lie, you're gonna steal from them. All right, they're gonna try to get ahead on their own when instead, because once again, because of the situation they're in, you got these Northern Kingdom immigrants, or not even just Northern Kingdom, but any immigrants that are trying to make an honest living in America. All right, you got these immigrants that won't and can't report, can't do all this stuff. All right, because if they do, they're gonna get caught, they're gonna get deported. All right, so with that, you got Esau. Esau is just what's it called? What's the word? What's the term called? Exerting his power. All right, on Jake. All right. Now, in addition to that, going back to a lot of these policies, you see Elon, going back to Elon Musk and Donald Trump, a lot of these other different policies, like the society is basically crumbling, because a lot of people are complaining, saying things are actually actively getting worse. Like this whole Project 2025, we thought it was going to be good. We thought it was going to be okay, but then now you have Donald Trump just making all of these extreme cases, wanting to do all these extreme stuff. All right, I even heard Donald Trump say that if you talk badly about don't quote me on this because I don't remember the exact term, but I don't remember the exact quote, but he was saying stuff about he doesn't want people talking badly about the small hats, the J's. All right. So with that, it's like now we're being limited on the things that we can do. We're being limited on our speech. All right. Like what that things are starting to become more and more like restricted. All right. And also, people think that it's just we're just gonna weather it through 4 years, but like people there was more things going on where people were saying that there are certain exceptions where a president can extend his term, like if someone gets killed or something like that, or what's it called, some insurrection act or some, I don't know, I don't remember the exact term, but basically like apparently there's been some talk in wanting to do some underhanded batshit crazy stuff, all right, to have more power, so that Donald Trump can have more power to himself. All right, and also with Elon Musk, referring back to Revelation chapter 13, as they say or see, cause all small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive an MARK. All right. Basically with that, Elon, in reference to that, for what Elon Musk is doing, it kind of seems like he wants to lay off a lot of people to replace it with I'll just say what I feel like, where I could potentially see. All right, I could potentially see, cutting, laying off some people. I could potentially see people getting laid off and having people's actual human manual labor, like the Amazon delivery thing. I was hearing that the Amazon workers were losing their jobs, and as a result of Amazon workers losing their jobs, they were saying they want to replace Amazon workers with robots and stuff like that to do automation, so then Amazon would be saving a lot more money because they don't have to pay anyone to do all this inventory, maybe delivery. I'm not sure about that, but they have self-driving cars as well. So who's to say that they're not on the they're not on the what's it called, on the border of getting to the of taking things to the next step. All right. So with that, it's like a gradual process of, if there's less jobs for people to fill, what they're gonna do is how are people gonna make money? All right, and then it's gonna be like a problem that they created, and they have a solution to it. But the solution is gonna be the MARK, where what they say is, okay, so we understand you guys don't have jobs anymore. What we're offering you is, here, take this MARK, and we will give you living wages just for accepting it. All right, be a part of this new digital society. All right, and while you're a part of it, life is going to be easier. Things are going to be great. All right, all your worries, all that needing to go work 16 jobs or whatever just to make ends meet. All right, you don't have to do that anymore. All right, and a lot of people like that. This is a very depressing time, because there's a lot of people that are genuinely depressed because of all the jobs that they had to do. All right, and they have no time for themselves. They don't feel like they're actually living, and they would rather just end themselves, or disconnect from the server. They would honestly rather do that. So as a result of that, having this be brought to you or offered to you, as in would you take $2,000 a month just for accepting some stuff in your hand or your forehead? All right, yeah, and you have to actually honestly think about that, because we already have to live such a terrible life, being in poverty. All right, so you have to really evaluate, are you actually able to resist that urge? Are you actually able to say, no, I don't want to, I'm not going to take that and stuff like that, no matter how tough things get? And the thing is, we might say, no, of course I would never take that in a million years. I would never take that in a million years. Absolutely not. Okay, you might be able to say that right now, but when shit actually hits the fan, when things actually get worse than things are now, and they will get worse. All right, then that's when you a lot of these choices that you thought you'd be able to make very easily are gonna become a lot more enticing and a lot harder to resist. All right, so yeah, these are the things that you really need to think about. These are the things that you really need to be able to for example, fasting. All right, one thing I try to do oftenly is fast, and it's easier to fast. Like, say for example, you don't have food at home. Okay, if you don't have food at home, you can say, okay, well, I'm gonna fast now that I don't have food at home. All right, but then it's easy because there's no temptation. But if you have food at home, then it's like, okay, well, this is where it's actually hard, because there's that temptation that's right in front of you that is enticing you. Okay, whereas when there's no food at home, then that's when it's like, okay, you know what, this is easy because I already don't have food to begin with, right? So can you do that? Are you able to do that yourself? Are you able to say, okay, you know what, I have food here, I have this whole nice meal, big meal planned out for me, it's just for me and all that stuff. but you know what? I'm not gonna eat it. I'm gonna wait until I'm done with my fast and then I'm doing it. These are one of the things that we need to be doing, because a brother actually sent me a video on the benefits of fasting, where it basically fixes your immune system, and it has a lot of beneficial things to it. All right, I might link it in, if I remember, I'll link it in the description. But basically, like, fasting is such a great health wise. Fasting is a great health wise, but outside of that, just in general, it also helps you discipline yourself to resist your need, because food is one of the most important things that we need. Okay, it's a top priority for anything. You can go a long time without sex. Okay, you can go years or whatever without sex. You might still want to do it. All right, but what else? What's something else? I don't know, like, whatever type of addictions that people have. All right, certain things that, like, say you like playing video games. All right, you can go your whole life without that and you won't die. But for food, that's what you actively need. Right, so going a day or two, maybe 3 without food, that's where the true, discipline comes in. Right, to deny your body that, to willingly deny your body that is an accomplishment. All right, that's an accomplishment, and a nice display of self-control. That's the thing, self-control as well as discipline, because you're able to, put your self-control, put your obligations above your needs and desires. All right, so yeah, that's one big thing. One thing that will help you prepare for Jacob's trouble, as well as just the MARK. That is, those are some things that you can do to put up with. All right, so yeah, like, that's a reoccurring thing. All right, that's a reoccurring thing with in terms of, like, the trend of what Esau has been planning. All right, so yeah, we're looking forward to this. We should be happy. We should be rejoicing. Whenever we see and hear about all this stuff that's going on with the American government, in the American government. All right, how Esau is basically trying to pop stuff off. All right, and it's a gradual system. So even though I forgot that one precept, what was it called? Jeremiah chapter 12. All right, let me also get this, as a matter of fact. Is it 12 or is it 10? What was it? Okay, Slucky, I forgot. I'll put it on the screen in post production. But basically, with all this stuff that's going on, there's also going to be scoffers, which reminded me of this one video that this one brother had done. All right. Slucky, where there was this one Jake that I think fell out the truth, that was saying, "Oh, you're still talking about it's been 30 years. The MARK has not happened yet. So what? So why are you still believing that?" And that's it. And it's funny because almost verbatim what the scriptures is roughly paraphrasing, okay? Because he was saying, the scriptures basically vaguely say these are visions from a lot. That's to be from a while, a long time in the future. All right, they have nothing to do with us right now. All right, when in actuality, if you are a diligent servant, you're going to be keeping your eyes out for said signs, and you're going to know that the time for Yahawashi's return is vastly approaching. All right. As the scriptures say, though it tarry, wait for it, it will not tarry. All right. Basically trying to say, like, it might look like it's taking a long time, but in actuality, it's not. It's on its way. It's dangerously close. All right. So yeah, that was another thing. You also have another precept. Slaki, I'm not getting it out. You have another precept where it's like, what's it called? Lo, if that slothful servant say, "My Lord delayeth his coming," and begin to beat his fellow servants, all right, then he will have his portion with the hypocrites, all right. So yeah, you're going to have Jake that's gonna be like, "Oh look, it's not coming, it's not here. Oh, I thought you said the Lord was gonna come," all right. Basically mocking and scoffing, all right, because they don't believe. They were weak and they were not chosen, all right. The Lord, if you are still in His truth, the Lord chose you, all right. The Lord chose you to endure, because we're enduring now. As a matter of fact, Isaiah chapter 65 verse 13, roughly paraphrasing it, Slakia, fuck it, let me get it out. Isaiah chapter 65 verse 13. Therefore thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. All right. So when the time of trouble comes, when we need saving, when we need deliverance, when we need protection, the Lord is exclusively going to provide for His servants that were faithful and true and that trusted Him all the way up until the end, to the last time, okay, to the last dying breath, if should it come to that, all right. And even then, even in death, the Lord's going to provide for us, after death. Or it is nothing for the Lord to bring us back from the dead, all right. If you think that that death is the end, all right, and that just goes to show that your lack of faith, all right. Even Abraham, all right. Abraham, he loved his son Isaac, and even though he loved his son Isaac, he was still willing to kill him because he knew that wasn't something that could stop the Lord, all right. His love and his connection with the Lord, it's just the Lord could have killed Isaac. Not the Lord. Abraham could have killed Isaac, and then the Lord could have just said, "You showed your faith. Good for you. Isaac is back to life." All right. It's literally that simple. It's that easy. All right. It's lucky. I have to look at this because the thing's about to stop recording any moment now. All right. But basically, as I was saying, it was nothing. So for you need to also have that same faith in Yahawadah, where even in death, you have to trust that the Lord is going to protect you, or He's going to keep you from death at the last moment, or after death, the Lord can just revive you, all right, or make the death painless, or make whatever, all right. The possibilities are endless. I don't know exactly how things are going to go, but I do know, to trust the Lord. I do know the Lord will protect us, provide for us, and you'll make things make things go by smoothly, all right? Slakia. So with that, I pray this was edifying. I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahawadah, YAHAWASHI, double honor to the elders, to the apostles, great millstone, the Bible ball. Slakia, that the video cut off abruptly. Shalom.